Like, I don't know how to tell you this, but like fighting is a very involved thing, even if it's for sport. Like the amount of physical contact you go through. Like, you can't just start beating the shit out of someone day one, okay? This is so awkwardly handled. I don't know how to feel about it. Like, the pacing, the flow, the set. There's nothing. It's so... Why was I suggested this? Well, let's see where we go next. This is all still Chapter 6, by the way. Look at all this shit. We started off with guitar practice, and now we're, like, boxing? And now we're somewhere else. Oh, shit. Whoops. Did you guys hear the announcement? Yep. Olivia answered, Doe nodding as I blinked between everyone. What announcement? Olivia turned her head to me. Dude, were you passing out? How are you passing stuff when you don't listen? I shrugged with a cheeky grin on my snout. Snout. I'm just more powerful. She responded by thwacking her tail against my shoulder as I let out an exasperated cry, before passing away against the table. He's dead now. That's the end. He passed away. But I had noticed I didn't feel the tail thwack as much as I did before. Maybe boxing was paying off. It's our Group 5 project. They'll have the school fair closed to the end of the semester. Doe lay down, Do-Re-Mi, against the table, defeated look on her face. I have no idea what I'm gonna do. Same. Warden agreed with a downcast expression. I do, Olivia blatantly states. I'm just gonna draw. She paused. Once I figure out what to draw, that is. I looked between everyone. So does this have to be an individual thing, or... Anon, you can't just fucking cheat. Doe shook her head. You can sign up as a group of 4. Her eye peeked behind her arms. But even if we did that, I don't know what we do. Oh, we're in grade 5. I forgot about that. Maybe we can make a movie or something. A few seconds later, I came to realize the silence that came from everyone staring at me like that was the Messiah. Wait, you guys are serious? I asked, snout open in shock. Warden cupped a claw beneath his maw. I mean, my dad has this new camera that can record a lot and is in good quality. I mean, smartphones are... Yeah, smartphones exist. At this point, the iPhone is released already. For quite a few years at that. 2007, and it was 2005-6 in first grade. We're 4 years later. So yeah, we're looking... iPhones are around, and they've already probably seen some refinements too by this point. I could do the clothing, Doe added. And I could draw set stuff, I guess. But what are we gonna make it about? What's the theme? Doe rose from the table, new life injected into it. Let's do cyberpunk dystopian crime mystery noir. That's oddly... Have you been playing a Shadowrun game without telling me? Or have you been playing that Eureka game they're going to release in 20 years? But I completely love that suggestion, a smile growing on my snout. You know what? Fuck it, let's do it. I turned to Olivia. Paper? She ripped one out and handing it as I drew the title. What should we call it? Cyber Runner 21,777,077? Doe offered. Clearly having thought of this. You can't invent a video game like that. Stop it. It sounds cool, but a bit handful for the title. But I guess we can stick with that until it's got a working title. Then I took my Allosaurus friend. Warden? I really don't know. Olivia? Movie 1. Movie.mp3. Is Sonic the Hedgehog.exe even a thing at this point? I don't know when that released. We need to look this up. It's time to learn some history. It's probably on Wikipedia. Oh, hell yeah! No, oh, but it is on a list of creepypastas. Jeff the Killer is 2011. It's a bit early for that. Russian sleep experiment. Zolgo text. Sonic.exe. 2011. Huh. Bit too early though. We need to plan. We need a plan to make $50. So I can't go to Tahiti for $50. Are you stupid? I need at least $150 for that. What would I even do in Tahiti? I love the idea of like a flash cut and I'm on Tahiti. I'm like, what am I even doing here anyway? I bought the ticket, got on the plane, got there, and now I'm there. It's a fridge logic. You guys wouldn't get it. It's very refined. I shook my head. How are you? The most creative in works of art, but the crappiest of titles. As before, getting another well-deserved tail thwack on my shoulders prompted me to chuckle. Fine, but we're not using that title. I paused for a moment. How about... Look up at the group. Literally E. Magic E. Oh, that sounds mysterious. I like that. Warden nodded in agreement as I looked to Olivia. The baryonyx giving a shrug to indicate that she didn't really care what we picked. Warden spoke up, dropping another tidbit of info.
You know, they said that they'll preview a month in advance of the progress of our projects. Apparently they really like an individual group who have their project done on the whole stage for the whole school parents to see.
I scoffed. Geez, that sounds crazy. Good thing we're not probably gonna... Okay, listen, I have a problem with this. This is where you cut a chapter. We've set a new direction. We've made an emotional cliffhanger. Where are the fucking chapter cuts? Again, it feels like he just writes 1,000 things, doesn't even take a second look, and just dumps it. Unfortunately, I have standards for me. And I don't care how bad your writing is. But I want shit to happen, okay? Just make some shit happen. Movie, I don't care. We know Anon is doing stuff. This is like the third time Anon has gone like, I need to do something. I don't care. I don't want Anon to do something. I want something exciting to happen. You start off with such a wacky, out there premise. Fucking parents died, Anon dies, reincarnates. You can't do basic-ass school projects after that. Your stakes are so fucking stupid already. Filming our movie had been awesome, using most of our school time to creating literally E. It was about a future cyborg detective named E, played by resident Alice of the group Warden, who was trying to solve a mystery. Of course, getting storyboards, the outfits, the actors, mostly consisting of fellow students, parents, a few teachers, organized on camera, was a challenge. But we had fun doing so, giggling as we reviewed the footage. We even borrowed a green screen from some movie prop store that was selling it away. Of course they're selling it away. It's a fucking store. They were giving it away. You say they were practically giving it away to imply that it was cheap. And all our hard work paid off. Just a shame I had to jinx it all those months ago. Much to our surprise, we were given... You're in 4th, 5th grade? You're like 10 years, fucker. Like, you making a decent movie is impressive. Logistically, at least. Playing through the projector. Fuck. I was still beside the school computer reviewing the footage. Having come early morning to download our movie from the hard drive, knowing how slow and crappy it would be. And by this time, iPhones exist. It's not that slow. But at least our movie seemed to have come out fine. I think this is around where the LCDs and flat screen started taking over too. As of now, it's just dealing with the nausea and anticipation. Why do you fucking care? At this point, right, Anon is like, again, 10. He's like 30 years old. Then Fang and Liv turned out to be cousins. Do I have to go to Tahiti for that, or is that like a separate storyline that's merging into it? Like I'm there and Fang and Olivia are there and just some random Tahiti person is like, my family. God, I love silly movie and special plots. You know, they get a special actor, like a special actor for the role. I love those. But as our movie seemed to come out fine. As of now, it's just in with nausea and anticipation. A few students' parents already sat and waited as the fair progressed. Hopefully it wouldn't go like the last projected presentation I watched, knowing that this time me and my group were the ones who had done it. I need a drink.
Anon, is it ready?
Doe asked. I gave a thumbs up. Olivia and Warden anxiously peering behind the curtain, separate from the computer to join them, scanning the growing crowd to look at Olivia. Are they here? Are they here? She nodded, pointing to Mom and Dad, who were currently sitting out front. I mean, I guess he... I don't know how to tell you this, but at this point, Anon has spent most of his life with his new parents. As far as he probably can bother to care. Like, 10 years are between him and Fang dying. Like, at some point, his new life will forcefully assimilate him, especially since he's giving a shit. And again, that would be an interesting thing to think about. How does Anon feel about, oh shit, it turns out I'm okay with a new life. Should I feel guilty? Am I okay with this? Is it weird to be okay with being 10 years old? Alright, I can't help but feel a surge of happiness, never having parents show up at any personal school event. I turned away, an awkward look on my snout as others joined in. The anxiety fell between us, the school projector turning on. Well, time to play it, I guess.
It'll be fine.
Warden assured.
We did a pretty good job.
I nod, approaching the computer is connected. Black screen previewed on stage, the murmuring crowd goes silent. And then I play.